Hello, welcome to Tuesday's tarot tutorial video. Today I would like to continue with this series of sample tarot spreads in this tarot tutorial playlist. I've covered a lot of sample spreads in the previous videos, so if you like this you might want to check out some of those if you haven't already. So for this video I want to show you a couple of unique tarot spreads. The first will be the motives spread, and then the other is the situations spread. All right, so the first layout is the motives spread, which assesses other people's motives. So this is helpful if you feel or suspect someone is finding ways to prevent you from making the progress that you think you deserve, or is deliberately blocking you. You can examine their motives and methods in greater detail. So the first card is your current circumstances. The second card is their current circumstances. And the third card is their current motives. And the fourth card is their current methods. So then we have the way forward. Let's see if you can get this in the shot. We have the way forward. And then we have the best option concerning your choices. And then finally the outcome or resolution of this. All right, so shadow card looks like this person, for example, you may be consulting this deck for questions because this is what this person is doing to you or this is what their actions are really causing you, is like a lot of mental stress, a lot of grief, and there's just it feels like it's like built up over time actually. So a lot of times with this card it doesn't happen overnight. There are many things that happen in the background or in the past to sort of build up to that. So let's go ahead and look at your current circumstances. You're laying in bed. Very much like the Nine of Swords. You are laying in bed. There's so much going on in your mind. You're sort of trying to sort through them one at a time. That's what you're doing. You're sort of reviewing the many thoughts that you have about this person's motives. Okay, so the second card is their current situation. The Hanged Man. Interesting. Well, we're gonna get more information, but it looks like their hands are tied behind their back. They're not in a position of power with the Hanged Man. And maybe that's what this is stemming from. If someone is causing you grief, maybe they're trying to get their power back by making things difficult for you in some way. So I'm just getting that sense of like lack of power with this. So that would be an example. The third is their current motives. So here we have the current circumstances and then we have the current motives. They want to win. It's plain and simple. And they will bulldoze right over you to get their way no matter what. Okay, so this is their current motives. They want to be in success when they may feel that lack of power currently, but it's like they're gonna win no matter what. This is a very competitive card. So then let's see what their current methods are. Oh, they want to keep you shut out of the group. It feels like this person may feel like you're a threat in some way, just based upon the way that these are sort of playing out. Okay, so then we have the way forward. So basically, like, what do you do? Oh, well, this is about backstabbing. So it looks like you may be tempted to do the same to them. But this has some sort of strategy related to it. It's just like, destroying the competition. It's like you really want to just unleash all of this frustration on them with this card. So the way forward looks like cussing someone out. possibly. All right, so then we have the best option concerning your choices. The best option is about, this is a very self-pleasing card. This person in this card of Nine of Cups, he's not doing it to please other people. He's doing it to please himself. So that would be your best option, is to sort of maybe like honestly, MYOB, mind your own business with this card. Just sort of focus on you, what makes you happy, what's in your realm of control, okay? Even though you feel like this, that would be the best option, is to just find some sort of contentment with your current lot. And then finally we have the outcome or resolution. So this would be like going to HR, basically, for some sort of counseling between the two, some sort of mediation. Or you could, if this person is not like in a work situation, for example, if it's in a love situation and there's competition where you feel like your partner is turned against you instead of working with you. This could also be that karmic relationship card. It's like couples therapy, marriage counseling. So that would be the best way forward instead of this, okay? That's definitely an option, but this would be the best option for you. The best option concerning your choices is to find, some sort of, satisfaction, or a way that you can win, okay, without harming the other person. So this is just an example of the current motives spread, and you may want to try this if you also read tarot. All right, or if you just want to watch and learn, that's cool too. The other layout I want to show you is the situation spread, which feels like a modified version of the Celtic cross. So the first card is the past circumstances. Then we have the people involved, and then we have the past events. Then on the next line, we have the current situation, and then we have your hopes and wishes. And then we have on the last line, the sixth card, position as your future potential, and the seventh as the outcome or resolution. Okay, so the shadow card is I always look at the shadow card for either a summary image or additional information. So it looks like a party or gathering, some sort of homecoming, happiness, basically, sum it up. But with this card and this card and this card, maybe not always happy, but it just sort of looks like it's giving details about this, since the background is very much yellow, like the shadow card. So the first card being the past circumstances, we have a little bit of guardedness, could even be a little bit of paranoia, but there's definitely like boundaries that you're laying, and you're sort of maybe overdoing it a little bit, but maybe there's a reason for that. There also could be other people that are treating you this way, where they're maybe a little bit hypersensitive, possibly, and they're just sort of like waiting for the sky to crumble. That's that sort of energy here. So that's the past events. The second card is the people involved. So it looks like there's actually several people. It looks like there could be 3 people involved. And I do see the ships coming in, which is like the homecoming. This would be the port, right? So there's people arriving to the party, for example. And then we have the past events, which is like, oh no, this is not the most direct, honest sort of energy. Okay, someone trying to sort of get something past you. Maybe that's why the past circumstances is tied in with like, the past events, what had happened. Okay, so maybe someone wasn't very honest, and that's why this happened. This is all sort of in the past and what other people's involvement were with it. So on the next line we have the current situation, which is you know, meeting people. It's like I'm sort of getting a feeling of like the flavor of this reading. I'll sort of tie it in. So your current hopes and wishes are to have a good time. So you're meeting up with people. People are showing up to the party here. You have guests coming in. I'm just seeing it as like a party. Let's just stick with that. You want to, you know, enjoy, basically, and, you know, maybe have a drink. Who knows? So on the last line we have, you know, your future potential. Again, like this is like a family. It could be like a family reunion or something like that. This is what that feels like to me. Or some sort of like birthday where there's like the whole family is showing up, sort of thing. And then we have the future potential as the outcome or resolution, and it does look like there's going to be some sort of resolution from the past. So what I'm getting is that it could be possible with this party that you know, someone showed up uninvited, or someone brought another guest that was unwanted, if it's not like strictly like a family situation, or it could be. It just looks like, you know, whatever happened here, you're gonna resolve it. This is about karma, so it's like things coming full circle and sort of being able to make up, they're making up for the mistake of the past. Maybe it was just some sort of misunderstanding, but looks like it's going to be resolved. So this is a sort of a modified version of that Celtic cross that could also be helpful if you're looking at, you know, your current situations, and it could really be anything. Shadow card obviously is going to tell you what it's about, or if you ask a specific question, it's going to show up that way too. So these are the two sample spreads that I wanted to show you in this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful and entertaining. Thank you for watching, liking, and sharing my videos, and for subscribing to my channel.